The Director General of Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency (NIMASA), Dr. Dayo Moberola, has assured stakeholders in the maritime industry that the Cabotage Vessels Financing Fund (CVFF) is safe with the federal government and that federal government is looking out for the right opportunity to start its disbursement in a sustainable manner that will ensure that only those actively playing in the industry get seats. The DG, who disclosed this at a media parley with maritime journalists today at Eko Hotel in Lagos, equally clears the air on some of the allegations made against the agency.
If you remember 25 years ago, when some of these resources were disbursed, they were lost. One, they were given to the wrong people. Two, there was no benefit to the nation. Three, there was no benefit to the ship owners who were contributing it. So, in this case, we are looking at opportunities to ensure that the CVFF, when we start to disburse it, it will be for the benefit of shipping promotion in Nigeria. And it will not be a start and stop. It will be something that would help us to continually develop the sector. So it's those strategies that we are working and looking at. And bearing in mind that the strategies or decisions taken 20 years ago has been surpassed. So there are many other opportunities now, and we will be doing ourselves injustice if we don't put into consideration what is happening now, not only in Nigeria but internationally, before we start discussing this CVFF. CVFF is not about vessels alone. It's about the demand. What exactly is this vessel going to be carrying? So we are also working on the issue of ensuring there will be steady cargoes for the vessels. So the vessels will not be lying fallow, but will be making revenue for the sector. So it's all of this that we are looking at.
In the last few years, NIMASA has been contending with series of complaints from the Nigerian seafarers, ranging from underpayment, unemployment, certification, and others.
Again, bear with us. There are many options. It is just too early for us to put these options out here without engaging fully and having a watertight agreement with the people who are going to train this cadet on the sea training part of it. I can assure you, in the matter of so, because I don't want you to come back in the quarter now that we are going to be having a quarterly debate and say, DG, you said this and it's not happening. But I can assure you very soon, these young beings, energized and willing to work, will be given opportunities. And beyond that, we know the benefits. I have read about the benefits of the seafarers in Philippines, in India, where we know that the seafarers contribute repatriate $26 billion annually back to the country. And are the seafarers better than our own Nigerians cadets? The answer is no. Our cadets speak good English. They are hardworking. They are intelligent. They will, once they get the right training, right certification, and the good thing is, the international shipping industry is even looking for very, very good seafarers. So it's an opportunity for us, but we don't want to send out half-baked people. And we are working hard on it.
The DG also assured Nigerians that NIMASA, under his watch, will raise maritime industry contribution to the country's gross domestic product.
The NIMASA Act of 2007 is being reviewed, and in the current NIMASA bill, we have included all of these infrastructures that are operating on the blue water and also to some extent on the backwaters as well as some of the infrastructures that NIMASA will actually be regulating, up to the small vessels, the small boats operating in our waters. The mistake of the past is that the danger of the menace that is being carried out in the maritime space are actually not done by the big vessels. They are the small boats that the people are using for piracy, sea robberies, and etc. etc. So now, in the new bill, we want to make sure that every boat that is in our water is regulated, is registered, and we know who is piloting it and where they're going to and where they're coming from. So that is part of our regulations that is going to be embedded in the new bill.
The deployment of the modular floating docks and media incentive were equally addressed.
Put the modular floating dock into use as soon as possible for it to generate revenue for the country, to help develop our cadets, to help and revenue and employment for our sector, for the maritime sectors. But we need to do it right. Please have put it as part of our plan. Number one, to make sure that in this year 2024 budget, some of the media practitioners will be trained.
On the 12th of March 2024, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the appointment of Dr. Dayo Muberola to serve as DG NIMASA. Going by his antecedents, many are of the opinion that it is a new dawn in the shipping sector. But the big question is, can he break the cartel that has held the maritime industry hostage for years? Joy Enamna, CVFF TV.